Welcome everyone to more of The Witness here on Additional Pylons Games. We're continuing our Let's Play of The Witness, going through with a non-spoilery, non-cheaty Let's Play. So, if it's your first time here on the channel, so glad to have you. Hopefully you enjoy yourself, and hit like and subscribe. If you do have anything to say, please, no spoilers, no super blatant hints or anything like that, okay? Make it like very vague, very cryptic. Just I don't want the experience ruined, basically. Allow me. I know that you want to help me, and I appreciate that. But the best way that you can help me is allow me to figure out for myself and tell me that I'm still really cool, even if I fail really hard. All right, so we're trying to figure out the puzzle of this, the broken wire. So the broken wire is preventing us from basically going up to the next floor, and so my first thought was the sprinkler system up here is something that we should take a look at. My second thought was actually this right here. If we look down here on the floor, so I was thinking about this on the way home from work. The floor, these panels are actually the exact same shape as this puzzle here. It's 4 tall by 5 wide. This is 4 tall, 1, 2, 3, 4 by 5 wide. These plates are double wide. So my thought is that we will just go ahead and mimic this and separate these two sides off. So let's give that a shot and see if it works. So we want to do right like this. Apparently that was wrong. Okay. So I was off. That's alright. Oh. That doesn't help. Okay. So it was like this then. Alright. So that'll bring us back up to where we were. Alright. So, that failed. Now, it could be the other direction as well. So it could also be that we need to separate it here. Nope. Okay. Let's go back then. Alright. So give it a shot. Give it a try. So the other option again is the sprinkler system up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Question is, pipe number. So if this is a start, okay. So if this is the start down here, then we would go up 3, over 1, down to the bottom. Over 1, up 4, over 1, down to the bottom. Okay. So it'd go like this. Up 3, over 1, down to the bottom. Like that. But then the next question is, can we see where this pipe goes? Not really. Goes all the way to the top, comes over, goes all the way to the bottom, over, and then I'm assuming it would just go up. So let's give it a shot. Give it a go. We can always... No? Okay. Let's give it another look real quick. It could go... Okay. Boom, boom. Like this. Okay, that wasn't it. That's fine. Okay. Alright. The other option would be to have the starting point be here, going from there, so it's kind of reflected a little bit, so it would be directly over 1, all the way to the top. It's kind of the opposite of what we were doing almost. So it'd be like this. Nope, no, that's not right. There we go. Like that. That brings us down to the bottom? Interesting. Alright. Maybe there's a pattern in here that we can figure out. Maybe there's a pattern in this with that. So apparently the first floor. Okay, so this was floor number 1, right? Nope, apparently not. Okay, hold on. So that's number 3. Then we know number 2 was. That's number. Sorry. Okay. So for the floor that we're on, we went like this. The blue floor where we're supposed to go is like this. The floor below us, wasn't it just like that? Hey! Haha! Yeah! Okay, so red, teal, yellow. Oh wow, we skipped that floor actually. Top. Yeah, so it's like it builds. Okay. Did you really just get another laser? Wow. I guess I did part of the I have kind of strung this bunker area over the course of a couple episodes, I guess. One of the earliest episodes, we did some of the stuff down there, and then we kind of came back a little bit here and there, figured a few more out. Is this laser just gonna shoot like straight up? Well, there we go. Cool. Nice. Still seems like there's a floor that we're missing down there, though, which would be important. All right, laser is kind of winding up a little bit. All right, let's just back away, Mr. Okay, Mr. Laser. Don't need to. Okay, yep, that's what I thought. Don't need to point that thing at us. All right. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, apparently he's just gonna shoot straight up the mountain. Cool. We'll watch the laser go off, and then we'll bada bing, bada boom. Nice. Da 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 da. Cool. Okay, so wasn't it like yeah. So that brings us here. And then if I wanted to go yep, that doesn't work. Alright, let's hold on. I have a really hard time believing that there's nothing actually in that room. But we can't, like, go there, right? Can we? Okay, so if I get off, it just stops, huh? Alright, nothing back here. Bunch of green plants. nothing here? Ah, there is something here. There we go. Ah, there we go. I knew there was something here. Environmental puzzle. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. So let's go ahead and head it back up to the top. Is that what I want? I'm not sure if I just messed that up, but whatever. There we go. Alright, so I don't think I've been really around this side of the island much, or this side of the mountain much. So I want to kind of check out this side of the mountain a little bit here and there. Interesting. That looks like the starting point of a... Yeah, that's what I thought. Definitely looks like the starting point of a environmental puzzle. Okay. No. Not quite. What about here? No. We need to climb up more of the tree. Okay. How about here? There we go. Boom. Another environmental puzzle down. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, yeah. We're on top of the lady statue. I have a feeling that there's probably another environmental puzzle around here somewhere. That red part looked suspect. I know that there were some in there that I couldn't quite finish. This is quite the view either way. Definitely a good view of the island. So the bog down here has kind of stumped me a little bit. Not a huge fan. I guess we'll climb up here to the top of the mountain and get a good look from there. Let's see what's going on that side of the island. But there we go. We got the ship over there. We got the really cool tree fort area. Had fun with that. The bog down here. We're on the mountain. Just finished up the research lab. Desert over there. Lake. The autumn forest. Got the castle kind of area or whatever. Temples in there somewhere. All good stuff. Alright. Let's go up here to the top. If we can, of course. Oh boy. Oh, I know what we're doing after we get to the top, guys. We are exploring that. And we're also keeping an eye out for any possible environmental puzzles, like... Yeah, I called it, guys. I knew that this river was going to be one. There we go. I knew it. Called it last episode. Maybe the episode before that. That goes to that obelisk right there. Haven't really explored the jungle much. So maybe we'll do that with the next... Maybe that'll be the next area that we focus on. Still got this laser from the desert that's kind of shooting off kilter. Not really sure about that one. And then... Oh, wow. I was really taking in this vista. This beautiful view, and I wasn't even paying attention to what's going on back here. So we've got some guy out. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely the river. Not sure what that did, but I filled it out. So we've got kind of a, I don't know, maybe a politician-looking figure giving a speech of some sort. Lectern. Got Mr. Shirtless Hammerman. He's a big boy. Got a sledgehammer. It looks like he's trying to bring this thing down. Really. We've got a photographer. Oh, no. A surveyor. Okay. She's a surveyor. It's like setting up the lines for this or something like that. Somebody taking a break. Laptop and everything. Okay. Someone holding a book to their chest, kind of like looking in defiance. Lady's getting a little snarky, a little angry with him. I don't know. Another person tired next to their laptop. He's got something in his hand too, like a little pick or something like that. I don't know. And then we got two dudes with the magic box. 4 of 7 locks undone. This guy's like holding the power cable or something like that. Interesting. Interesting indeed. And then, oh, how could I miss this guy? Got a hooligan who's climbing up it. Yes, interesting. Well, I'm not really sure what to make of all this. Definitely very interesting, though. And I'm looking forward to revealing more of the secrets of the island. Speaking of which, we're gonna take a jog down here, check out what's going on in this facility. Okay. Alright, so this is another one of those invisible... The yellow lines are invisible. Alright, so that gets us the yellow. This gets us a blue. So now we would want to go... over, up. No, we're gonna want to go over again, up, over, down. Okay. I have no idea if this is actually going to separate the white and the blue. Don't think it did. So let's try it again. But this time... So does that actually get the... Yes, it does. Should. Should. Okay. So with this going on then, we do have the black and the white in the same area. So in order to remedy that, we will want to do this. Like that. Then come up. Then come over. Then come down. That should separate. No, that's incorrect. I want to do it like that. Then down. Then we can come over. Separate black. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Oh, wow. Okay, so this gives us another pattern for the honeycomb then. So starting on the bottom left again, kind of go around the outside of 2, zigzag. So we isolate, starting at the bottom left, we come around the outside, isolate the middle right, include the top right, and then end in the middle. Interesting. Alright, while we're here, take a look out for any possible environmental puzzles. We already did that one down there. Not seeing anything at the moment. Well, just enjoy the view for a second. Beautiful. Got the crashed ship down there. This is like that overhanging rock area. That's very interesting as well. Alright, just a okay, mental reminder here. Starting at the bottom left. Circle around the outside. Isolate the middle right. Include the top right. And end in the middle. Honeycomb. Alright. Let's go down there and do that right away. And see what the movie theater has for us this time. Last time, it was a pretty interesting video that talked about the virtues of science and differentiating it from, you know, the facts of reality versus the derived interpretation of that reality, which pretty weighty subject. So I enjoyed that. It certainly was not what I expected to find in the movie theater. For starters, it was like a live action dude who's actually doing the talking. All right, and we need to go to the windmill to get there. So we're kind of trekking across the island. There's the windmill over there. Okay, nope. Let's go over the bridge. Around the town. Through the ruined part of town and down into the caves. Catacombs, whatever you want to call them. Down here. Oops, sorry, got a little turned around there. Alright, boys and girls. So, this is bottom, so we go around here, we exclude this one, we include this one, and we end right there.
So it's absolutely simple what I have to say to you. It's what my teacher said to me. And I'm still deeply discovering the reverberation of that. And it's simply stop looking for what you want. Not cynically stop looking for what you want. Because there's a way of stopping looking for what you want in resignation and cynicism and closing down. But innocently, openly, stop looking for what you want in this moment. Not tomorrow when you have it. But in this moment, to take one moment, whatever it is you want, however mundane or profound, and just stop looking for it. And you will find more than what you could ever want. Because more than what can be wanted is already who you are. It's too simple to be grasped, but absolutely, completely realizable. If, and it is a huge if, of course, you are willing to give up your hope that what you want will be found in the next thought, or the next activity, or the next day, or the next man, or the next woman, or the next teaching, or the next experience. So that's huge. That's the challenge. And I've blessedly traveled to Australia to challenge you in that direction, that directionless direction. It's so simple that it has to be said over and over, because it just slips right by the mind. And if it's said over and over and in enough ways and then not said, it can just be revealed. Not as something new, but as something absolutely fresh. Not new, but fresh. Who you are is not new, but it is always fresh. Who you think you are is old and dead. We just keep trying to think it a little better, squeeze some life. Is that clear? It is? Because that's really the basis of what I have to say. It's not a teaching. It's not a belief system. It's not a way to live your life. It's not a should stop. It's not an if you stop, you will be rich and famous and universally loved and never have a sad moment. None of that, I promise. But if you're willing to investigate for yourself without believing it or learning it or hoping to get something from it, just a pure investigation out of the natural curiosity of the human mind, just to investigate for yourself what is here when I stop trying to get anything. And how much of that is here? And where does that begin? And where does that end? And then the question, am I willing to trust that? And then the challenges get very big. But we'll get to that later.
Well, very interesting. Oh.
Any questions about what I just said? Want me to say it again? You already are everything you want, only maybe not in the way you imagine what you want. And it's that imagination itself that keeps you from discovering that you already are everything you want. So if you just take this evening as an experiment to give up any imagination, any image of what you need to be totally fulfilled, just give it up. It's just an image, just a thought. Maybe a spiritual thought, maybe a worldly thought, a relationship thought, a career thought. Just give it up. And directly discover what's here, unthought, unimagined. How's that? Good. Good.
All right. So it sounds like it's actually done that time. The little projector went off. That was interesting. It seemed that clip seemed both completely in line and also somewhat antithetical to the first clip. Obviously, the first clip was talking about the importance of rational discovery and science and inquisition of the world around us, and this clip seems to like affirm that, but not in a scientific way, but like in a personal way, where basically encouraging you to look objectively at the world around you, look at yourself objectively without pretense, without striving, if you will, and just kind of look at what is and appreciate what is, not necessarily what you're yearning for. Almost like almost like applied contentment to your life. And so in that regard, it seems like it seems to be in concert with the previous clip, where it's like not looking at our interpretation of the world, but instead looking at just what exists. So in the same way, not looking at our interpretation or our yearning or our needs of this situation or this needs of us as human beings, but instead just kind of the flat reality of what we are. At the same time, it also seems antithetical in that, like, the first one is very much like the importance of science and discovery, where this is a very, even with like stripping away like your wants and your yearnings and your strivings, it's still a subjective experience. It's still a subjective exercise where it's still my even if I take away all, strip away all the yearnings and the desires and everything, it's still my subjective experience of what I see and hear and feel and all that sort of stuff around me, and what I am without, I guess, that layer, almost that layer of what we're yearning for. So I don't know, kind of an interesting. I don't know. Like I both see the theme in it, and also see the discordance between the two in some ways. But very interesting. I would be interested in learning who these people are and like where these clips come from. Probably. And so I say that, and I'm immediately going to say, do not tell me who they are, where they come from. That is something that I will find out later. I will do that when I'm ready on my own time. Anyways, that's probably a good place for us to wrap up this episode. Sorry, I'm not going to say sorry. I really enjoyed this episode. This was really interesting. I found this really engaging. Hopefully you guys did too. Again, if you disagree or have any thoughts about what I said or anything like that, go ahead and put them down in the comments. If you have anything else to say, please, again, no spoilers. Absolutely no spoilers. None. Other than that, say what you will. And I appreciate all the passionate discussion that's been going on with this series. I didn't realize that the Witness followers would be so passionate about this game. It's a great game, though. I'm really enjoying it. So, thanks again for tuning in. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed yourself as well, and we'll see you again soon here on additional Pylons Games.